B?
Nada. Nada.
Okay.
Não escutei nada B também.
So, oh, this is like amazing crosshair placement. I paused it at a good moment. So he starts nest. He jumps out of nest. I'm not quite sure why starts nest if you're gonna immediately go tunnel like that. What's the actual point of him being nest instead of tunnel right now? Let's see.
B?
Nada.
B. He just reacts to the call. Okay.
Nada.
Não escutei nada B também.
It is pretty quiet.
Pare. Meio.
Meio
Bit of
dois.
whiffage.
Meio A ou meio B?
Meio A.
Like, I don't think they're going B. Like,
Muito.
Te ajuda. Passando, guys.
a bit strange that he's going B instead of A. Like, it's like I'm quite confused. Like, why he's going B when they're clearly trying to go A? They're trying to split A. Like, it's round 1, so they wouldn't. It's even in Radiant. It's round 1, so you shouldn't expect the enemy to be throwing fakes already. Not these kinds of fakes where they're faking a fucking split push. Like, what? Yeah, that would be insane on like round 1.
Amarelo. Galera, valeu.
Tá, e nem muito, velho.
Yeah, no. I think the issue is he needed to rotate much faster. Like they're kind of floating around the tunnel, but they just need to rotate. I think. Like, I'm not sure like why they're not just rotating to what's clearly a split push onto the A side. It's a bit annoying that the minimap is covered up as well.
Pode ser banda falando Sacy, senão eles perdem por causa do preço.
Ele ficou em 67 e o título dele é 67, mano. Esse cara...
Also, he jumps out of nest, so it's a little bit annoying now because he's not able to rotate towards the A side. I'm not sure why he was so convinced that they were gonna go B instead of A. Yeah, I don't think I would be dropping down nest like that. Like, there's not much of an advantage to that. Yeah, I guess he is going for the initial fastest rotate, right, towards the B side, since it is basically 50-50 where the enemy's gonna go. But he's basically there the moment he jumps out of tunnel versus versus now he's just, they lost the round essentially, probably because of the fact he couldn't rotate in time before the team died. I don't know. It's interesting, like really interesting. Timing wise, yeah, if the enemy goes B, they win essentially. But if the enemy goes A, they lose. Whereas, like, why not sacrifice a bit of that timing onto the B rotate? Why just completely abandon the idea of rotating towards A sides? Is it just bad comms? I'm not sure.
Cara, é o diabo.
Mas como assim? Pode ser qualquer arma. Quem que é esse?
A Jet, olha o card dele que te matou.
Ah, tá. Esse cara é o
hora,
diabo.
né?
Chegou nessa conclusão.
Okay, so now he starts tunnel. Now it's a bit.
Lidei com os meus parça.
Passa pra esquerda.
Now it makes a bit more sense.
HB.
They're on pistol, so they need to push up and take space. They need to play together.
Tem vários aqui.
They're doing like
Nada,
a.
guys.
Okay, we know no
Vai
one's.
encosta
Maybe.
rápido aqui, hein.
4, as 4.
Okay, that's. I don't know about that. Dart. I guess it works. It's a fine dart for the situation, to be
Eles
honest.
estão com medo das costas, guys. Tamo bem.
But now he's kind of fucked.
Chamber e Jet, Chamber.
Close também.
He's gonna die in 3, 2, 1. Oh,
Jet direita. Guys, vem pezinho, tá vendo?
wow.
Guy, boa, Jet.
Amassou, cara. Você é louco.
They win the eco. I didn't expect that. So the enemy, I think the mistake the enemy made was not taking long range duels. I think the smokes really fucked them up here. Yeah, like, or is that's the enemy smoke? Yeah, that's the enemy smoke. Why would the enemy clove smoke like that? I'm really confused. The enemy clove smoking like that is absolute troll. Like, it's actually troll. Like, what are these smokes? Like, the enemy is on eco. Like, you can't be throwing these smokes down if you have guns advantage. But did they just not buy up? Is that why they... Oh, right, because it's Radiant. Shit, yeah. Yeah, fuck. I forgot. It's because it's Radiant. They're not full buying. They're going for
Clove também.
the other economy rules that I'm not quite aware of. But yeah, okay.
Boa.
But still, they have a slight guns advantage. I think... Yeah, so... They still had a slight guns advantage. Like, see, they had fucking Guardians, 2 Guardians, Spectre, Marshall, like... Or maybe the team bought some guns as well? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I don't think they're buying up. They wouldn't be forcing like that. They need to buy like sheriff at the max.
Faz sentido. Demorou muito VD, mano.
Yeah, they're not buying anything. It was the enemy guns.
Passa pra esquerda aqui.
The enemy had those guns.
Tá na planta.
Yeah, so given that fact, it's like they should have won that. But yeah, their smokes just gave them like no space to work with. Like
Eles estão com medo das costas, guys. Tamo bem.
they were literally able to just get close range fights on them. So like having a guardian basically changes nothing,
Chamber e jet, chamber.
Clove
especially with the state of the current what's it called, new gun.
Jet direita. Guy,
Boa.
guy. Boa, Jet.
Yeah, like no wonder they lose that when they give the enemy so much space, and especially on an eco. Like
Loki, se dá drop. Outlaw? Ah não, é Marshall.
Vai marchar, pega esse pé.
okay, so he starts towards tunnel, pretty expected again.
Na brisa de defesa, depende da comp, mano. Acho mais balanceado só.
Coloca a câmera.
Like I think I'd be starting here regardless if I have a Marshall or not. Like, it's just the standard spot.
Jet, meio sozinha.
He avoids the
Vai ter.
fight? Oh yeah, because the jet drafted over, yeah.
Dedé, meu.
And there's no way to hide now, I think. Oh yeah, the jet drafted over, threatening the cross.
Jet, reina boa.
Ooh, he's whiffing. He's whiffing hard.
Dois comigo aqui.
He needs to reposition now because they know where he
Volta um
is.
Dedé, acho que eles vão ver o
Major
Dedé.
reposition. It should give him another kill if he doesn't whiff. If he doesn't whiff the head.
Esse copo, cuidado.
Really bad aim. Oh my god.
2, 3
Três
meio aqui
estavam
comigo.
aí.
Pode
Só
parar
não
de
morrer,
mudar?
Sacy. Deixa eu chegar.
Jet, volta comigo.
Meio.
So yeah, now he's struggling. Now he's struggling because
Como B?
Tá,
Tem comido
Não,
ninho.
não,
he whiffed all those shots.
Os 2 B.
Resta um inimigo.
Xerife.
Restam 30
Mano,
segundos.
jornadeira, velho.
Oh my god. They're about to lose. Shit.
Esse filho da puta, não matou ninguém, velho.
Yeah, they lost another
Caralho.
extremely
Café.
winnable fight. Oh my god.
Cuidado.
But yeah, no, like, okay, so regardless of the whiffs, his team needs to kind of support him somehow. I think Yoru is just dying on flank, or is it Viper? Someone constantly is dying on flank for some reason. Wait, it's just annoying because there's no minimap. I can't see the minimap. Yeah, like Viper dies on flank. They're all just giving it to him, to the enemy clove. They just lost a 4v1. Like, it's crazy.
Xerife.
Restam 30
Mano,
segundos.
jornadeira,
Like,
velho.
he has shock darts. He's not using them.
Um jogador vivo.
Esse filho da puta, não
Absolutely
matou ninguém,
awful.
velho.
Pô, é mais difícil também. Hora da verdade isso aqui, hein, mano. Nossa.
I hope that's not gonna
nossa,
tilt
mano,
him.
não sei, velho.
Because if that tilts him, then
Não, não,
Bora,
passou.
velho.
it's like it's not gonna be a good VOD.
Meia.
If he's tilted. Cool.
Caralho, deu Free
Janela
Fire.
pro VL.
It's a good peak, but I didn't like
Passou
that.
atrás de
Meu
você.
amigo, Jet comigo,
I did not like that in the slightest.
Acho que eu tô bem. Tranquilo. Tem um bom.
I don't know, that didn't feel like a good fight.
Spike plantada. Último jogador vivo.
Pô, esse cara tá matando, eu não tô, fudeu, velho.
We need to pick up the gun. Okay. Oh yes, no, regarding the previous rounds, I think the reason that Radiants don't full buy after winning the pistol round is because they don't necessarily need to. Like, the probability of winning is already so extremely high that I don't think there's a need to buy. And then if they don't full buy, if they don't buy up as much as they can after winning the first round, then their economy state in general is going to be much better in the upcoming rounds. I think that's pretty much I think that's the reason. I don't think there's a different reason for why they wouldn't buy up on their anti-eco versus an eco, especially on attack. But yeah, let's see how this plays out.
É, descer aqui.
So he has a Vandal now and he starts Nest. Guards mid, first teammate.
Tem garagem, tem
Te
garagem.
ajudo.
Peraí.
There's no longer a threat of the holes lurk, which
Mas
is
eu tô
nice.
spot. Ok.
There's no longer need to worry about that. So
Era
essentially there's only
Viper
like
e Chamber meio.
4 lanes. There's 4 lanes to worry about now on
Passou
Breeze.
subia.
Vocês já se divertiram? Spike no chão. Minha vez.
Os dois.
Acharam meu fio.
Os dois.
Meu pirâmide.
Resta um inimigo. Último jogador.
Cara, tira.
Oh my god. Why are they giving the enemy Clove that fight? What the fuck? Oh my god, my push to talk is so bad. I don't even know where I am right now.
Era Viper e Chamber meio.
Passou no meio, tá? Passou subiu.
Vocês já se divertiram? Spike no chão. Minha vez.
Os dois.
Acharam meu fio.
Os dois.
Meu pirâmide.
They're just trolling. Like, his team is trolling. Like, brother, what the fuck is the Viper doing?
Que mira.
Bro.
Boa, guys. Aí o primeiro de muitos.
Pô, eu vi um vídeo seu do Arcaiders falando os
E mod. Para campeão mundial de tudo.
Like, I know that these guys are Radiant, but like, come on. Like, the enemy Clove
Muito pica, muito pica.
ultimate dies in
Da
like
hora, mano. Você não
2
joga
seconds.
com eles, amizade.
Nossa.
Lula Molusco.
There's certain mistakes that make no sense to me in Radiant. For example, whenever a Radiant player peeks an enemy that they expect, they will be looking in the direction of a teammate who's creating pressure or noise or whose position is revealed. However, that teammate who reveals their position and, for example, gets a kill, they are not immediately like reachable for like the other enemy that is expected to like turn around. Like, why are we like, I don't know if that's why the enemy Viper was speaking. Maybe they expected the other guy who got a timing around pyramid to, like, I don't know, be the distraction. But like, you don't need to be peeking that, because like the enemy Clove who's about to die, they have no real reason to be looking in the direction of the guy who had got the timing on the enemy chamber, because you can't kill them anyway. Like you can't like shoot them anyway. Your position is known, so yeah, your only chance at getting a kill is like is to go for like the next probable fight, because you can't get the fight that's literally on the other side of the pyramid. You're way too far away to like go around the pyramid. Your ultimate expires like very quickly. So like really good trades there, but that didn't need to happen. Like it did not need to be a 1v1. Oh,
Boa.
Dois, mais um B.
Te ajudo, voltar
Ajudar
pra
com
pegar
Tamir, hein,
informação.
mano?
Você não se mata?
I don't know if this is just unlucky. Like
Ah, eu tenho mal, galera.
Eu acho que já tinha informação.
É, já.
Ó, achei
Agora
um.
sai e mata.
Achei um. Os
Dois,
dois
aqui.
aqui.
Dois.
Pera, não morre.
Resta um inimigo.
Caralho.
very weird.
Deu certo. Tô só tomando HS, velho.
Ele não entendeu nada, mano.
Preciso de entrega.
As duas.
He's one off his ultimate. Let's see how he plays it. He's probably gonna go for like a kill.
Jogar.
Tem meio. Caralho, spawn. 2, 3.
He does dart and then he goes for a rotate.
Vou
No,
no split B, eu acho.
he just gives up the space.
É, acho que é.
After.
Se tiver. Pede a parede.
I mean, yeah, he should expect the enemy to push up pretty quickly on that, but
Acho que é, hein?
É,
is the enemy on eco?
é, vai passar.
Dude, there's so many things I need to pay attention to. There's so many things I'm not paying attention to. Like, I don't know if the enemy is on eco right now or
Eu vi
not.
3 meio, Chambra, Clove mais um.
Viu o smoke new.
I'll be going out
Passando DD.
right now, yeah.
Ninho, 2 meio aberto.
Nada DD, guys, nada DD.
The fact they pre-aimed that is insane. But the Viper wall doesn't allow for that kind of peek.
Mano, passou aí. Nossa, sobe a parede.
Vê.
Dardo de choque.
I think that hits actually. Shit. That actually hits. That's crazy.
Eu não vi a jet.
Restam
A
30
Viper tava
segundos.
bom.
His ult.
Resta um inimigo.
You know they're both there.
80.
Boa,
Oh,
guys.
Tem
okay.
alp?
That's nice.
Acho que não.
Não.
But it's still like, I don't know. Like he's very
Vai voltar pra
passive.
B ou vai?
The enemy was not on eco.
Tá na A, tá ligado?
Fica lá.
The enemy have any ultimates? Maybe. They have Viper ultimate. Unless it's a visual bug. Pretty sure it's a visual bug, which
Passa
is
pra
annoying.
esquerda lá. CK, vem cá. Passa pra esquerda lá. Tenta te baitar.
Então não vou voltar.
Dude, show me the leaderboard.
Nice.
Pô, que é?
Okay, no, they do have Viper ultimate, but because they have Viper ultimate, first of all, why not buy shorties? Second of all, why are we not trying to like deny like the sites? Like if the enemy takes site, I guess it's because we have a Viper ultimate, so it might not be too bad, depending on how we use them. But like the enemy chamber is also one of ultimate, so it's kind of tricky. But he is one of ultimate, so I guess what he's trying to do is he's trying to go for like a safe pick, where he's able to fall back. I guess that's the idea, because of the fact that he can win the round with his ultimate once he gets a pick. But the way he's doing it, I guess it makes sense, right? He's giving far from the most expected fights. Like, no, giving a fight mid
Tem meio. Caralho, spawn.
would be kind of
2,
risky.
3.
Tô ralando.
It might not be worth the reward.
Vou no split B, eu acho.
It's because the Viper wall goes up.
É,
It's
yeah.
because the Viper wall goes
Veja
up
parede.
that he can expect someone to push up off that Viper wall. That's kind of smart.
Acho que é, hein?
É.
DD tá.
Obviously, we have a Cypher setup over on B, so we don't need to worry about the B main
Meio na real.
entrance. We just need to worry about
3 meio, Chambra, Clove mais
Yeah.
um.
Viu o smoke new.
Passando DD.
And it is like way too quiet. The enemy is playing pretty slowly, so there's no real need to rotate them.
Ninho, dois meio,
About now.
aberto.
Nada DD, guys, nada DD.
It's surprising that he does get cleared here, but he gets cleared here by the Viper because of the Viper wall, essentially. So it's a little bit, it's a small, I think it's a small micro mistake
Mano,
where he
passou aí,
doesn't
passou aí.
expect
Nossa, sobe a parede.
the Viper to clear him. I don't know. Like if I'm not Viper, obviously I'm
Restam 30 segundos.
also making full use of the fact that the wall gives me so much
Resta
space.
inimigo.
Nice
Acho que
round,
não.
Vai B ou vai?
Alguém dropa?
Devolve, drop.
Eu faço, mano.
Valeu.
Wait a second.
Alguém
What does he
dropa?
buy?
Devolve, drop.
Cypher versus Jet.
Eu faço, mano.
Cypher versus... Okay. That's fine, actually. Because everyone can buy.
Mano, eu vou trocar um
Boa.
tiro de CL aqui, velho.
Você vai bater ou TCK? Deixar um smoke
Oh, yeah,
só
he's,
fez.
he just plays mid. Like,
Vamos brincar.
Fui pra caralho.
Pede a parede.
Ooh!
L. Nada B ainda.
Whoa, that's insane.
Chamber vai... Chamber
He has no
vai
lineup.
Vou subir ninho.
Resta um inimigo.
Decolar.
Galera, eu acho que eu matei.
Inimigo
Aqui no
sinalizado.
Peraí, deixa eu ver isso.
Yes, shock darts.
TC
Please use the shock darts.
Arma aqui.
Quebrou.
That was very nice. Good shock dart as well for the support, because if the shock dart... I mean, he could have shock darted a bit faster, but normally I think what would happen is, like, if that's
Pode ser, pode
that's
ser.
how
pode
he's
ser.
doing it, then he's like actively supporting his Jet towards getting the ace and towards winning the fight. Because like, yeah, like he's gonna hit the enemy chamber for, you know, a good amount of damage, and yeah,
Vamos fazer 3-1 então.
which is like nice that he's like so supportive as well. But you know, compare that to one of the previous rounds where he just doesn't use his shock darts. He he's anticipating the enemy to peek him, but he doesn't get peeked because, like, you know, his teammates are giving the fights for free. He just holds this angle. I guess that makes sense.
Tem dois L, tá?
Ó,
L, na verdade.
L eu tô de mirona reta.
nada B por enquanto.
They're kind of holding like a high-low here, but
Vai ter vários aí.
he has no lineups here for that. Just kind of tricky.
2, 3.
Actually, that's kind of a nice
Da
dart.
Jet, acerta um pouquinho pra
Tem
mim.
contato, eu jogo.
It's way too many guys.
Revelando área.
Os três eu sofri.
Voltando, parece?
Well, he's low HP now, so he needs to go for like a reposition. Major reposition is necessary here because he's not gonna win any fights if they're predictable. Someone could be bottom mid still, even though it would be unlikely. Okay, yeah, major reposition, and he's got
Okay. Dá clear, mano.
a lot of map control. I don't know if I would go out of the
Look
corner,
away.
however. It's a good spot.
Pode ter L.
This is not a good spot now. This is not good. I don't know. I don't like that.
Dois lá. Tem TC comigo.
I guess it's just because it's unlikely that the
Restam
enemy
30
is gonna
segundos.
cancel the hits. I don't know.
Às vezes
He's not going on flank though. He's low HP, but he's not going on flank.
Recarregando.
I guess it's
Tem
because
Jala.
it might be predictable. I don't know. Like, I guess we've been
Vou esperar.
flanking quite a lot, so
Lá atrás, tá?
Não está
I guess
pronto.
not flanking is the right
Agora.
play.
Localizando.
But sending a dart after
Jala.
is not the best.
Jogador.
Ooh,
Resta um inimigo.
Tem
so
ult.
tricky.
Esquerda.
He's to the right now. No.
Tá, Léo.
Initiator.
Vai subir a caixa. Tchau.
Getting peeked on that off timing is so fucking unfortunate.
Tem matado o cara ali.
But no, his darts kind of suck. Like,
Avançando.
I'm already noticing that. Yeah, like
Eles vão.
he doesn't really.
Esse L
He doesn't have Sova prep. Like,
foi tenebroso.
I think for someone who
Okay.
plays Sova so much, it's kind of surprising that he doesn't have more prep.
Jogar de AWP base, eu acho.
Because like, it does make a world of a difference in this elo.
Tem a voz
Like,
fofinha, né, cara?
even if he plays this game perfectly, like if you don't have like darts that are not gonna get shut down, it's like, well, you know, like, why play this game perfectly if you're just gonna completely avoid one major aspect of like the game, which is like utility usage.
Tem, pareceu. Acho que era o
Vontade de
toque.
pegar
Oh,
pra
it's
cuidar.
not that, you know, it's not that his utility usage is bad, but like
Ah,
what I'm
aqui é
noticing
só
is that
tio
he
ama.
doesn't have very much
Só o
prep.
quê?
Tio ama, o papai TCK cuida.
Fala um pique aqui nesse.
It's not really good.
Revelando
It's
área.
not It's not great.
Tem garagem.
L rápido, tá?
Garagem, garagem.
Really not
Garagem,
great.
bastante.
Ativando o drone.
Um
He
L.
just dart. He just drone mid quite often, which is
Tem um
nice.
L. Eu vi ele pisando aqui.
Matei
No
um.
one elbow.
Ele vai estar pro meio.
I don't know if stomping like that was good.
Vocês já se divertiram. Spike minha vez.
40,
Someone
40
could totally be holding that. Ooh.
Deixa que o Love morrer, deixa que o Love morrer.
It's traded.
Cambinho.
Tem um
Os
pirâmide.
dois estavam
nossa.
bomb. Quem plantou foi a Viper. Vai usar.
Último jogador.
Sim, sim,
Ooh,
na
unfortunate. Shit, what an... Oh my god. Crazy. Crazy Viper ult. I love that ult on the enemy Viper.
Aí,
Okay, so now he's starting doors. He's starting double doors. That's good. That's fine. I wanna see what he does. Does he just dart? He goes for a dry peek, I guess. Whew.
Caralho,
o cara
só
meio.
um clique.
Nah,
Ah, mano, fiquei. Ah, o Lula.
that was
Passando
terrible.
B, passando B, passando B.
He just ADS peeks.
full bit.
Like, what the hell?
Vou ganhar tempo.
Quebrou.
Spike no chão.
Vou somar.
É, não tá usando pulinho?
Spike
That
é
ADS peek was so bad.
Dois bomb. Um aqui e outro no ping.
Okay, he has a bulldog, but still, it's not
O
really.
jet tá bem. Os dois bom.
It's not really a good way to peek that.
Boa.
Even with the bulldog, I would be swinging that like the fuck out of the angle. I would be swinging so wide. Still, it is. He did ultimately. Yeah, it's just a 50-50 that he lost, so it's not that big of a deal.
Deixei,
But
tá?
I don't know if that 50-50 was necessary.
Se eu contar teu abre.
Último jogador.
É louco.
I don't know if it was. I don't think it was. I don't think it was necessary the way he took that fight.
Ah, mas. Ah, vou pegar lá. Esqueci.
Like it's not like the enemy chamber wouldn't expect the mid doors swing.
Pô, que
Like,
veio bem, nem falei. Foi mal essa. Jogar pro meio.
he's just peeking right into the chamber crosshair.
Osso não vai dar.
Depois a gente joga reta aí.
Tô olhando.
I don't know about this angle. Actually, oh, okay, never mind. This is a good angle. I thought he was holding. Oh shit.
Deu a cara
No,
aqui.
okay.
Ó, morre.
Never mind. So my immediate. Okay, so I looked away for a second, but I could see in the corner of my eye that. Okay, he's holding. I thought he was holding. I thought he was holding here, or like here, so that he's covered from mid. But no, he's holding here. And because he's holding here, yeah, he's exposed to mid, which is like, okay, at first I was like, okay, so he's not holding here, which is good because now he has a way to escape. But hold on a second, no, he can't be holding here because he's exposed to mid, which is like so surprising. Like, I guess he's just trying to hard read the enemy that they're gonna take a timing elbow, but like the enemy has not been doing that. Like, they've not been
Inimigo sinalizado.
doing stuff like that, really. I don't know if there's a reason to believe that kind of stuff. Chuck hurts his own jet.
160. Tá na direita pro lado.
Okay. Yeah, no,
Troca de lado.
I don't know. I need some comparison. I need like I need to watch a different player
Simples assim.
just to like get like a point of reference for like.
Cara. Parede aqui na caixa agora, né?
B.
Não tá nada, não.
Wait, he has a lineup like that?
Acho que é
Wait,
Viper B, eu acho.
wait a sec. What is this lineup? Ooh, wow. Wait, that's a good ass lineup.
Qualquer coisa é mero chute, né? Eu vou
Mano,
passar
vou
pra
dar-
B, vou bangar uma ali.
I don't.
Ô, gente,
Okay,
vou
let's
passar pra
continue
B.
while my Valorant
Tá,
boots up.
fechou.
Minha assassina do vento, faça o que faz melhor.
Fede a parede, guys.
Just drones.
Inimigo
Soltei ele.
marcado.
Yeah, like, you have to drone here.
Direita.
Like, it's so annoying, but you basically have to drone behind these boxes. You can't drone any further up. This drone is only to... This drone is specifically just to take this area. That's it. Like, if the enemy doesn't contest this area, yeah, your drone can reach a little bit further. Maybe like take control of like this area with the drone, but still, that's not much, right? Compared to if you could just drone from here. If you could drone from here, then you know, you can take like, you know, you already have this area, so you don't need to worry about this area. Instead, you're taking all of this area instead. Essentially. Like this and like this, right? Technically. Just excluding like timings, essentially. So outdated freeze map. I hope they update it soon. They're not getting paid
Agora eu vou dar
Revelando área.
for nothing.
Deixa eu parede.
Estão aqui. Revelando área.
Deixa eu
But
parede.
yeah, I'm just not sure. Like, when would you dart instead of droning?
Tem um no meio da pirâmide.
3, Jet, Reine Clove. Jet,
I guess he wanted to keep.
3.
So because it's pistol, I think keeping dart for sight kind of makes more sense. Yeah. Like because the enemy was so likely to contest the early area, or like we don't know if they would contest or not. No, I think the drone kind of makes sense. It's kind of the fastest in terms of just it's like reliable info, and the dart for sight is probably just better for a pistol.
3 ainda.
Because the drone can't go very far.
É, jet.
Yeah, he's getting spam.
Deixa aberto.
Clove, Jet, Reine. 3 ainda. Jet, Reine Clove.
Yeah, so he's dead here if the enemy knows where to spam this. They did make a small mistake. Yeah, it's funny, but yeah, the map changes. Make it where you can't plant in front of the pyramids anymore, so yeah, the spam is now much more precise. But if they're behind this wall here, they could spam it, but yeah, it's awkward. It's awkward. Actually, it's not as awkward, but yeah.
Jet
Abaixa,
inimigo.
pode abaixar.
He should have died here, I think. He should have died.
Reina Mortas, Jet Clove, Jet Clove, Jet Clove.
Sem vida. Valoriza.
Again,
Clove.
already we see the difference. These guys, they don't have these like very limiting, constricting like Viper smokes and Viper orbs for the close angles. So they don't have this shit here completely taking away these fights here. Instead, they are able to make use of this cover here to peek on timings, and to make use of the cover advantage instead of allowing the enemy to push up, right? Because the thing about Breeze is there's so much open space and it takes so long to like get close to like the enemy cover that you need to have displacement abilities, or you need to cut off the line of sight so that you can push up and then take some better fights without the enemy necessarily having like the cover's advantage. So this shit here is just, I don't know, it generally, I think this is troll. Like, if you're on pistol, I think it's okay, but if you want to make use of this cover advantage that this pyramid gives you, then you can't have this smoke here, because it just lets the enemy push up, and then once the Viper Orb goes down, well, now the enemy can be like, they can be like here, like who the fuck knows, they can be like just staring right at you from behind the Viper Orb. So it's like not good. I don't like this. That setup that the enemy Viper did on their attack path, I didn't really like it. I'm sure there's a time to use it, like a time and place, but
Água aqui, close.
okay, that's fine.
Cortina.
Actually, that's not fine.
Resta um inimigo.
Ooh.
Último jogador vivo.
Valeu.
78.
Okay.
Entreguei, guys, desculpa.
Gustavo, relaxa. Essa
So I think the mistake he made was, yeah, just peeking
Okay.
solo.
espalha muito.
Like, if we have information on the last guy, we can just jump spot. Especially considering that they could, like, you know, stall for time.
Tiros das pistolas.
I think there was still 2 enemies alive. Yeah, there were still 2 enemies alive. Let's see.
Tô batata sério aqui.
So he should have just peeked off the jet. Like, why don't we peek off the jet? Like, okay, jump spot the left. Yeah, we jiggled the left, we jump spot the left. That's fine, but I don't know if we need to take that fight now. Like, all our teammates are low HP. They're probably not gonna be peeking. They're gonna try to stall time or some shit. Like, I don't know. Like, he wasn't really coming there or anything. So, like, this is the kind of mistake I would make when playing behind pyramid. Instead, like, we have our jet teammate, wherever jet is. So let's just imagine that this area of the map exists. The enemy clove is like peeking the jet here. Like, why don't we just get this guaranteed trade here? Like, okay, let's say that the enemy chamber is ready to trade. Well, at least we at least we have a 2v1 as opposed to a 2v2 where both of us are low HP. So like that. So it is like a micro mistake in a way. He did just overcommit to the duel. That's it. Instead of playing off of the jet, because like the jet was in such a perfect position to trade them. Maybe we didn't need to, maybe it didn't need to be a trade, but you know, realistically it probably would just be a trade. It's like, okay, let's say that he does trade. Yeah, it's just gonna be a 2v1 with 2 guys low HP, but that's still better chances, right? Because this shit here is a miracle. This is a miracle kill. This here is an absolute miracle kill. That kill is a fucking miracle. Like, they should just lose the round here. Like, the round is lost at this point. Like, but like, this chamber was not here. This chamber was here. Because this chamber was here, well, now that's different. Because now we don't get traded. There's no world where we get traded. Like, this clove kills the jet. We kill the clove in return, and then we can just play for time. So literally just play for time. So these guys are out of the equation. We have many teammates with us. Like, who do we have? We have Cypher and someone else in main. And like, brother, like, there's so many ways to play this from here. So many different ways to play it from here. Cypher's tucked. Also, this is a very old. Well, this map is old. Cypher is tucked. You can play like behind the pyramid here, no problem. Even if the chamber tries going for this guy, you can peek from the mid pyramids on a timing to trade. And then let's say that Cypher peeks and dies. We can still like you know, like, we might be able to still like take a shot here, try to deal some damage or something, but yeah, we can just play for time. We can stall from behind the pyramid. So even if this guy tries defusing the spike, we now have 2 different angles to like peek them from. So it's like, yeah. But instead we overcommit to the duel.
Eu entreguei, guys, desculpa. Entreguei.
Caralho, nós tá fudendo isso aqui, ô Gustavo.
Nossa,
Relaxa, essa pistola é muito boom, mano.
Nossa, fica quietinho.
Okay, he just darts mid.
Marcha.
I don't know about this dart though. The shit darts, no?
Ativando o drone.
That's such a bad dart.
Ó, dá na cara. Dash ligado.
What a bad dart, dude. The hell? Like, what does that actually scan?
Tava de xerife?
All these smokes. And we just need to cross mid.
Do lado
Reina
direito.
full BA.
This is so bad.
3A.
Oh my god.
Caramba.
Spike no chão, meio. Outro jogador vivo. Magistral.
Just unlucky. I don't know.
Vai estar de Marshall de novo na B.
Marshall na B.
Eu faço parede A e nós vai sem parede? Eu faço no último. Cadê no último?
Faz no último, acho que é melhor. Vai estar armado.
Marca alguém aí na... Velho. É insta, hein?
Oh,
Zero BA.
we just don't. Okay, we're on full buy. The enemy is. Enemy economy is kinda shit. They're gonna be like on a half buy at most. Kinda. Like, what can they afford? Like, yeah, gonna be like a half buy at most. If they're gonna sync up their economy. Like, Jet and Chamber might play something stronger, but okay. So he's just. We have a fast peek towards window.
Eu coloco câmera.
Mano, eu consigo botar TP.
Yeah. Okay, Cypher's going window.
Eu coloco câmera.
Mano, eu consigo botar TP aí.
So yeah, trade happens at least, maybe.
É
Oh.
insta, hein?
Why does he go like that?
Zero BA.
Like, it's a complete contrast to when they were hitting the B site, where he totally expects an enemy to be like in shops, so he drones from behind the boxes. Why does he not expect an enemy to be here holding? I'm not quite sure. I guess statistically speaking, maybe it's because this peak is very bad for the enemy, considering that the window threat exists. Maybe. So maybe it's statistically much more common for the enemy to just double hold window. So maybe it is statistically way more common for the enemy to just, yeah, double hold window, right? Or double hold the main. So yeah, that would make sense to kind of understand that the enemy is unlikely to like push up like that. Yeah, I guess. I've seen this way more often. I've seen this kind of double hold way more often compared to like a push, but still.
Boa, mais bomb.
Yeah, our routing is nice.
Atrás, atrás, bomba.
But we need to watch out for the Viper smokes going down now.
Boa, guys.
Spike plantado.
Need to watch out
O
for
mouse
flank.
desconectou.
Ah, base 1, base.
Esperar então.
Vou
Dois
That's
bases,
both of
dois
them, I
bases.
think. Is that both of them? Has to be both.
Essa
CT.
é o mínimo.
2 CT.
I would be crouching here, I think.
Boa, boa, boa.
I think because I'm on like this slightly lower angle, I would be crouching here because they're gonna be pre-aiming for the Cypher, right? As they peek. But yeah, it's just a micro thing. But yeah, yeah, I think this is a good round. Good round. I'm still kind of interested to know like why he's not. I guess, yeah, I guess I explained
Falou que ele
it.
pediu pra todo mundo sacar B. Talvez ele
It's
seja
just
o
unlikely, I guess. Like, he's not gonna do the same here,
Same.
right? He's not gonna do the same here. Even though the peak, even though the shop's peak for the enemy is on a much slower timing.
Vai fazer full?
Okay, they're actually going B.
Pode ficar
Okay.
aqui de operator, tá? Drone de antes aqui.
Decolar.
Alright, so it's okay. You can trust this team to Okay, I see. So now I get it a little bit more. So he can totally just like trust this team to have him. So now he kind of hopped across the line of sight. Now I get it. Right, now I get it. Now that he's hopping across, I get it. So he just trusts his teammates to have the line, essentially. That's fine. Still, I don't like his darts. What is that dart? That scans nothing,
L,
dude.
L, a Viper.
Holy shit. That is just rage bait and a half.
Caiu, Gui.
Olha isso.
CT é meu, tô de alto.
Eu tenho ult, eu tenho ult.
Esse é meu pixel.
Eu tenho uma
We
bang
have shock
pra explicar a
darts.
esquerda
Like
aqui,
we
tá,
can use
já,
our
já.
shock darts. If we want to take a fight, we can use our shock
Se
darts
quiser, já...
on the spike.
Peguei.
But instead, we're just kind of doing nothing. Okay,
É minha agora.
A ult é muito
spam.
ruim desse cara, pega nada.
that's fine too,
Não tô brigando.
I guess.
Acho que é minha mão.
Resta um inimigo.
Acho que é minha mão, foi mal.
Still, it's like
Tá, parei.
it's very variable impact. This kind of shock dart, right? He just shoots the shock dart like kind of randomly
Paredão.
behind the wall.
Boa, guys.
Viu?
Whatever.
Olha, estava na...
Did his utility actually hit? Kinda, actually. So yeah, whatever,
Não
I
esquece
guess.
que a gente tá com 13.
Com 13,
fine.
com 13.
It's definitely better over, like, you know, making it more likely for the round to kind of get to the point where the enemy is able to get onto the spike, right? So, I guess these were fine shock darts because using them as early as possible, whenever it might guarantee some damage, is probably a better bet over trying to, like, I don't know, play a passive post plant with like your shock darts like landing, you know, 40 seconds, you know, like they will bounce off the ground. It's gonna take them, you know, 40 seconds to land, or around that. So it's gonna take a very long time for them to land. It's kind of risky. I don't know if, like, I don't know. I think people should be doing that more often. Just double bouncing the shock darts on the spike. Like, shouldn't they? Pretty sure. Like, because there are some Radiants, like pro players, who like do full charge lineups, like full charge into the sky, no bounces. If it's like not on the spike, right? If you're like away from the spike somewhere, still doing like a full charge, so that you have time to peek and stall time before the shock dart lands. So you're able to kind of guarantee that the shock dart lands on like a better timing, essentially. That's kind of what I think could be meta. I guess on Breeze you do want to play on site. I guess that's kind of the difference. On Breeze you kind of want to play on site, just because of all the angles, and then, you know, the threat of a flanker always being there. You know, whether they're going to flank from your spawn or from mid. You know, there's like 3 different ways they could come from. So I guess playing on site is often going to be safer,
Eu tinha
maybe.
esquecido mesmo.
É. Se a gente esqueceu, usa a tela também, entendeu?
I rarely play off site as Sova
Dá.
on the B site.
Bora. Tem Imperator, alguém sente ela?
No, I rarely play off site in general because I play with my teammates.
Alguém
So wherever
sente
my
ela?
teammates are, I am.
Vou gravar aqui.
Sozinho lá em C4.
I don't know if that's a good reason.
Eu vou.
Vai lá, certo.
So now they're just going for a bit of a default, I think.
Peguei uma pra você.
Tenta não,
Vira, 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 vira.
Revelando área.
Cuidado com a smoke.
Estão aqui.
Tá de mira, tá de reta. O nariz dele.
Not a default, sorry. I meant split push. I don't know if this is the best plant, but
Spike plantado.
I guess it's fine. Just because they're probably gonna win anyway.
DD.
Pegou o Operator, pegou o Vandal e tá correndo rápido. Cuidado, perigo.
É os
Já
dois?
entregou muito round, guys. Não,
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 tá
não.
sumida.
Tem um info direita, tem um info direita.
Acho que é os dois agora.
I don't
Meu
know.
DD
I guess that's a fine smoke.
tá colado em você.
Dois.
Passando no chão.
Ooh,
Ó, guys.
it's a nice angle.
Vai querer, tá?
That's a good ass angle.
Quero. Pegar.
This is the kind of stuff that I would accidentally do. I would never do it on purpose. I don't know how to, like... It's such a dynamic position. Like, it's such a situational and dynamic position that, like, you can only get into this position dynamically. Like, like, just depending on, like, the round. Like, it's a position I would, like, never be in on purpose.
encarando o bolso na
Ult
Champions.
do TCHB?
É mesmo? Daquele do... Que fica caramba com uma cara de
Pode ser.
bravo, né?
But like, it's a good position. It's a good hold. Because like the enemy Viper has to clear it. Clear main. Like they can't ignore all these angles here. Like it's impossible to ignore them. So this is like a really good spot. I like that, but yeah, again, like the situation for you to be in a situation where you can actually put yourself in this position is like kind of crazy. like a just to have that kind of like awareness or like timing, I guess, to pull this off.
Jet vai estar aqui, vai descer meio, hein.
Daria pra
Like
comprar,
obviously
né?
the natural thing is
Cara, eu vou...
the most natural thing obviously is that okay, the enemy smoked this bit. He smoked here, so like yeah, it kind of makes sense, right? It makes sense that you'd want to take more space over this side where the smoke is kind of denying the enemy the peaks. So yeah, so it makes sense, but then putting yourself in this position specifically is what I think is really good.
Eu vou dronar a janela aqui.
Eu vou fazer um barulho A, peraí.
I would not necessarily be putting myself in that position if I had all that
Vou
space.
marcar ele.
Foi dada a largada.
Okay, so he wanted to drone, but he's just peeking on a late timing. Or droning on a late timing.
Que isso?
Oh,
Ativando o drone.
Mano, só fui, tá?
Nossa,
was the
velho.
team waiting for his drone?
É,
Vai dar pro próximo.
What the hell? I'm so confused.
Nossa. Oxi, eu olhei pra trás e não tava aberto, velho.
Não tem.
Wait, never mind. There's only 2 places they can flank from now. I said 3? 3 different places the enemy can flank from? No, two places only.
Tem mais um buraco aqui.
Mano, tá falando agora, velho. Vou olhar a base, cadê a base?
Wait, so what is he tripping?
é.
The Cypher tripping that is troll. That's so funny. I can't, dude. I can't. Crazy.
Olha,
Comendo tudo, hein?
Wait, that trip why? I mean,
Fiquem
wait.
firmes como a...
Yeah, I don't think there's a trip. There's no trip there.
olha.
So funny.
Comendo tudo, hein?
Eu tenho ult agora.
That is so funny. But they were waiting for his drone, I think, or something. I don't know.
Nada na smoke, nada direita. Viper aqui.
Ooh, no.
Veneno.
They have a jet. The jet does tend to play towards B, so I think it's fine.
Fechei.
But
Fechei.
Jet, tenho 2 bangs pra gente abrir aqui.
Ah, não,
junto.
eu
there's
posso, hein?
such a
Eu-
high
Ah,
flanker threat in this point.
Parei de cair.
Quando você bangar, eu vou abrir. E agora, CK?
Não sei.
Ó,
Vou
meio
pra você,
1.
peraí.
The flanker threat is
Deixa eu
pretty
abrir.
high.
2 meio, 2
I
meio.
think.
Mano,
Clove base solo, vou bangar em 3.
Vocês já se divertiram.
Dois.
Minha vez.
Mano,
Vou jogar pra
2,
você agora, gente.
Não tem
Prepara pra
costa.
But if they don't play that minigame, then obviously
Vou botar pro seu, vou botar pro seu.
Revelando área.
he just shoots his dart like that. Like, bro,
Em cima, em cima,
brother,
Decolar.
that's so bad.
Inimigo marcado.
Like his darts are so
Ó,
bad.
pior.
Último jogador vivo.
Na smoke. Não tá precisando, não tá.
Oh my god.
Ficou muito fácil.
I think they lost. Did they lose?
Lutando.
I think they lost.
Lurkeado um, velho.
Yeah.
Eles ficaram muito aí no bomb. Tinha que ter lurkeado. Tinha ninguém flank.
Like, I don't know. I think he had ultimate, so it was fair for him to hold flanks. He was like gonna be there way too late, but yeah, like he did his impact. He did like good damage, 75 on chamber, a bit of chip damage on the jet. He gets the kill with his ultimate. I think that was just an unlucky round. Like, I don't know what else he can do in this kind of round.
Preciso de uma arma.
mal. Só trouxe pra mim.
ET.
I genuinely, what else can you do?
Dá pra jogar na ult da Viper, mano.
Ó o chamber aqui, né? Eu posso dronar ele.
Hora de saltar.
Yeah, don't whiff. That's what you can do. Just don't whiff.
Inimigo sinalizado.
Chamber tá ficando aqui, tá vendo?
Yeah, Reyna's just standing out in the open because she has dismiss, but you already know he's droning a lot. So again, another shit dart.
Quatro, ó.
What a bad dart.
Vamos amassar, vamos
Vou
amassar.
bloquear, mano. Vou bloquear.
Tá, planta aqui?
That dart literally
Tá
scans
Cara, o costa aí, guys. Não comenta, smoke.
like the smallest area
Eu vou levantar e
ever.
vou bater.
Eu tenho... Tenho câmera. Tenho câmera ali na esquerda, vai.
Tô muito bem meio, tô muito bem meio. Fecha.
Foi smocado,
Like,
tá?
what a small
Smocado,
fucking
velho.
area. Scan.
CK tá bem, relaxa.
Não se mete comigo.
Vai cair, tá?
5. Comeu só ult.
Okay, nice. I don't know. I think his Sova is not the best. Like, I think I would rather see like Som play Sova on Breeze, maybe. I don't know about Shazam.
Vamos começar
Shazam
com
on
esse
Sova,
dronear
I
de
don't
novo.
know.
Se a gente conseguir pegar um pique
Pegou
outro.
o cafezinho, mano. Cara, mano, tá.
Like, it's just kind of sad in the sense that like all these guys are like fucking Radiants, but like it doesn't seem like they play the game a lot, if that makes sense. It doesn't seem like they know that much about the agents they're playing or like the maps that they're playing. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, it seems like they don't know life this game, but they totally know life this game. This guy probably has more, like 2 times more hours than me. And probably in like every FPS game, he has like 10 times more hours than me in every other FPS game.
É, faz muita falta esse talu.
Cuidado com o Chamber.
Tem uma coisa no drone aqui?
It's like not knowing like all the tech on the map is like,
Vem pra direita aqui.
I don't know. It's kind of like disheartening in a way because
Querem brincar? Vamos brincar.
it's just their overall gameplay that's good, but like what this guy is doing right now is shit.
Acho que
Like,
nem precisa.
he's taking orb.
Não tem um varista ali.
Like,
Perdeu um.
you can totally have better lineups. Like, I don't know. dude.
Essa vira, cuidado.
Boa.
I feel like a lot of the time when he's sending these darts, they're just gonna get shot down.
Tamo crescendo.
Like, these darts should just be getting shot down like almost all the time. Like, he's not trying to make it. He's not purposefully trying to make it difficult for his darts to get shot down. Even when winging, even when he's winging them, he's not like paying attention to that. And like I feel like that's such a like bottleneck in these guys' gameplay, where like if you just shift your mindset just a little bit, just, you know, pay attention to what you're doing with your utility. Like, I feel like you're just gonna have so much more impact.
Tem essa play agora
Even
no
in
meio,
Radiant, where like your macro
Bem
gameplay should be
imponente, né,
perfect.
mano?
but,
Caralho.
Tipo, full
Deu
W.
TPzinho.
É?
like, you know, like if you have no big things to work on,
Pode ultar aqui.
why not work on the small things? Like, I
Querem pra
don't
B?
get that shit.
Será que
Buraco
não
tá no
vai ultar,
meio?
não? Mano, se vocês forem em meio, o drone na...
Like, for example, even if you aim train for like a couple months, at this level, it's gonna make a difference, but it's not gonna make like a, you know, a huge difference, and it's not gonna be the easiest way for you to like improve your gameplay. Far from the
Tá
easiest
bom, não?
way.
But
like, learning a lineup that's gonna guarantee information on a huge amount of like a huge area of like a bomb site, like that's huge. Like,
Quer solo? Você quer solo A?
Ah, vou solo, vou solo.
Decolar.
Smocou meio.
Quer papar
time
aqui?
tá-
obviously, it's not as big as it sounds. Like, the enemy is probably, if you repeat a lot of lineups that are good, then you're still, you know, the darts will end up getting shut down eventually, you know, maybe even the next round after, but, you know, it's like, I think it's worth playing this mini game to like an extent, because first of all, by default, your abilities will have way more value, you know, maybe infinite value in a way, because like,
Ei,
Localizando.
instead he's doing this kind of pattern, like a raise pattern. Like, what he's doing here is like how a raise player would play in a way. Like, this is reminding me of fucking bind belong. From bind belong executes onto the B side. That's what it's reminding me of. So raise players will boombot close and they will nade backside, or they will nade close left, and then they will like boombot side, right? Or if they have no boombot, they wouldn't boombot. That's like that's kind of what they're doing
time tá bom,
here.
time bom.
B é minha, B é minha, B é minha.
É nossa, nossa.
But still, they're doing some really effective split pushes, which I like. Really effective split pushes, but
De vida, tu secou? Dois. Aqui no
the
ping.
plant is not
De vida
optimal
agora.
either. I don't like this plant in the slightest. Just plant for your jet.
De vida.
Peguei o agora.
Está feito.
Like, I don't know why he's not planting for like his jet or anything. Like, what's stopping him from planting between the pyramids instead of planting on the default plant? Like, I don't know. Like, he could be planting for his jet, and his jet would have the godly angle. So like, even if something goes wrong, like,
Já era.
it's fine. If something goes wrong, it's
Aquele
fine.
flash é
Because
bem
Jet has
perigoso,
the
mano.
godly angle onto the bomb
Mano,
side,
acho que a gente
onto
poderia
the spike.
puxar op para a mira, mano, um pouquinho.
Mano, dá. Vou dronar.
Ativando o drone.
Tem alguém ali?
Não.
Pode ir lá, Viper.
Yeah, the drone is shit. What a shit drone, dude.
Pode agora?
Revelando
Corre,
área.
corre, corre,
Corre,
corre,
corre,
corre.
corre, corre, corre.
Acho que ela vai ter que entrar aqui mesmo, hein, Sacy?
Se você achar
Like-
ele aí.
I know that like he's trying to maximize the value of the drone here, but like obviously the enemy is not gonna give it. Like obviously the enemy is not gonna give it. But yeah, whilst the drone is up, yeah, I guess it does create some passive value in a way, but it's just like, bro, it's such a bad drone. Such a bad
Ih,
drone.
putz.
Meio.
I'd rather he even just like drone from here. Like, if you drone from here, at least you can get your drone onto the bomb site, and like you still get the line of sight. So like it's Radiant, so like your teammates can wait a second. Like your Cypher can put up the cam. Your Cypher puts up the cam, no one there, great. We're safe to drone, and guess what? We can like drone out and like have so much more info. Like we can have so much more info here. Like we can follow up behind this drone directly. Like teammates can also follow up behind this drone. It's like I don't know, like I don't know if this is like the best use for the drone. I would like
Tem uma
I
vaga
don't know.
aí, a Reina
Would I
não
jump
vê.
spot that instead? Maybe not.
Vai
But
por B, eu tô indo sim.
Cypher cam maybe.
Baixando
Pra-
todos.
Reina normalmente joga A.
I don't think we have Cypher cam elbow. Do we?
Tem uma Viper.
Pode ir lá, Viper.
We didn't have Cypher cam
Vocês já se
elbow.
divertiram. Minha
Quer
vez.
correr?
Pode agora?
Revelando
Corre,
área.
corre, corre,
Corre, corre, corre,
corre,
corre,
corre.
corre.
But it's a default,
Vai ter
so
que entrar aqui mesmo, hein, Sacy?
makes sense.
Se você
Baixando todos.
e não morreu.
Atravessando. Ativando o drone. Recarregando.
Voltar ele, pera.
That's such a bad ult. That is a bad ult. But somehow the Reina
Vai
ults
cair,
it.
tá, guys? 3, 2,
Boa.
caiu.
Matando.
Ó, falado aqui. hein, falado
5x3.
aqui.
5x3, guys.
Botei, valorizei.
He literally just got lucky here with that Reina. Because the Reina was hopping back and forth. And he just did a straight, non-moving ult. So it's like the Reina's movement was great. I think that they just made a small mistake. I think the Reina just made a small mistake. I think his ult here was like really easy to dodge. And also let's not look at the darts that he did. That dart does not exist.
Tá, beleza?
Dart does not exist.
Jet comigo.
Vou levantar, tá?
He has no lineups or anything, so that's what happens, yeah.
Boa, guys.
Boa, guys. Ainda.
Vitória dos atacantes.
Nice, velho. Jogo difícil.
It just seems like they don't play this game. That's what it seems like. It seems like they play fucking Valorant. It seems like that guy doesn't have 1,000 hours in this game, or 10,000 hours in this game. It seems like he has like 20,000 hours in Valorant instead of on Sova. Like, dude. Like, obviously, I'm just referring to like the util usage here. Obviously, like in general, his gameplay is really fucking good. I don't know if he's the best player out there. I think far from it, but for a Radiant player, he's decent. It's just like, dude, no agent prep in the slightest. Not even like educated guesses as to where he could like send his darts. Like that's just not a focus point for him. He's not concerned about that. So I think that's kind of the biggest issue with a lot of like Radiant gameplay is they're not concerned about it. But like there's a reason top Radiant players are often gonna have like, you know, like some degree of agent prep, especially in terms of like the most direct common like situations. So like on Haven, like no good Sova player is gonna like not have lineups from this spot. like, if you don't have lineups from this spot for the A site to execute, it's significantly, like, harder to, like, take sites, essentially. Because if you wing a dart from here onto the bomb site, or if you just, like, wing a dart while you're running here, it's, like, it's gonna be a shit dart. Like, 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be a pretty shit dart. It's probably gonna be easy to shoot down. The enemy will probably be able to react to it, but the lineups from here. And also, you're exposed. Like, another thing is, you can totally get spammed here. And also, it's just like, yeah, your dart placement is not going to be anywhere as good as if you were to have a lineup from here. Because the lineups from here are literally designed to be difficult as fuck to shoot down. They fly super quickly. They fly on, like, a specific piece of wood here. So it's like, it's really high up. And it's in a spot that scans, like, everything. And you can't really do that as easily if you're winging it. Because there's, like, all these buildings here in the way. Without you being in a specific position with a lineup. So, like, you can scan all this. You can scan all this. Some of this too. Just not the small Kobe here. Right? And it's like massive value. Massive value, dude. Like, you know exactly where the enemy can be and cannot be. Where can they be? They can literally be in 2 places only. They can only be hell. Hell or window. And this small cubby here. Essentially. Because this dart is... It literally scans, like, everything. It lands, like, here. There might... depending on the dart you do. There might be, like, a spot here as well. There might be, like, a small spot here that an enemy could, like, dodge this dart from, depending on the lineup that you throw exactly. But otherwise, yeah, like, and that's massive. It's a massive difference compared to, like, if you wing the dart on this wall here from A main, then, like, almost, like, nothing gets scanned in comparison. Like, you have no info on this area. You have basically no info on, like, obviously hell as well, still hell, still heaven, but you have, like, no info on a lot more of this instead. The enemy has a little bit more, like, room for, like, where they can stand here. Which, you know, it's a small difference, but, you know, still, you also will now have this spot here that will not get fully scanned. And, yeah, it's like, it's a big difference because in Radiant, timings will happen where, like, the enemy will totally be able to just sit in this spot here. The enemy will be able to sit here, wait for your dart to expire, and then they have a peak in, like, 2 seconds. So, like, the dart does nothing, basically. Like, that's the difference, is you can peek A long from backside on a timing very easily. The moment your dart disappears, you can expect an enemy here peeking you. Because this does nothing. Unless it also scans this. Right? Because this makes timings much more difficult. And yeah, it just, yeah. Like, that's how important it is, like, when playing against good enemies. And there's, like, a million other things to pay attention to. Or a million other things that can go wrong if you don't use, like, the optimal kind of utility onto, like, the bomb sites. And, like, obviously a good player, a good enemy will obviously, like, exploit the weaknesses in your utility. Like, for example, if you're, let's say you're droning short from here. If you're droning short from here, first of all, obviously you're vulnerable to getting peaks from short on the timing, right? So you can't do anything whilst they're in your drone. So you need a teammate who's like reliable, right? You need a reliable teammate who is gonna save you here, right? In the unlikely scenario, right, that you're doing this, you know, even if you're doing this when the enemy can't really push you, but yeah, still risky, right? I usually drone from here just because it's less risky, but let's say you're droning from here, and you drone like all of short. You know, like, and you do this every round, right? You do this every round. Instead of droning like this, you want to be droning above here. Assuming it reaches. Depends how close you are. But you want to put your drone high. You don't want to drone like that. You don't want to drone like that. Because this way your drone is just going to expire. You might not even reach this spot with your drone. But if you drone like that and you clear like close right, well, it's very easy, you know, to just walk past your drone. And it's not going to see. And you're not going to see anyone walking past your drone as you're looking towards, you know, this area here. Whereas if you put your drone high, whilst looking down, well, now you're getting infinitely more information all around these boxes, right? You're getting info literally all around these boxes here, so no timing can happen. You're able to get info on all of short, you know, and a lot of sight still. A lot more of sight. If you make your drone go high. So, like, this is while you're aiming down with the drone, right? So I'm not like, I'm not covering the entire site because you're only going to see some of it. But I think it's a much better drone like this. But, you know, you need the agent prep. You need the agent prep in order to know that this is kind of the best drone, you know, and it's the same issue as on Sky. On Sky, the issue is more prevalent because it's much easier to timing the dog because the dog cannot go high. The dog cannot have like a clear line of sight on everything. So when the dog gets to this point, it's a 50-50. It needs to clear this, but it also needs to clear this, right? And if it doesn't clear one effectively, then the enemy can just walk past the dog. And that's what I do. That's literally what I do. I walk past the fucking dog because it can't clear both angles at once. At least not anymore. The dog used to be able to jump and then look left and right really quickly, but now it's harder for some reason. And I think because the dog cannot jump and look at the same time, that makes the dog feel more clunky, and maybe that's why players subconsciously don't use the dog the same way, where they would like flick left and right. I don't know, or maybe just the enemies I play against are bad, but yeah, they should be flicking left and right really quickly here, but they usually don't. So I just walk past the dog, and now I have short. And yeah, I can just, yeah. The dog sees no one, the enemy lets their guard down. You get a kill, you get 2 kills. You know, you go back to side, you defend side. Yeah, it's just kind of an issue with these kinds of abilities. So you need to know how to minimize that. With the dog, Sky Dog, obviously it's much harder, but not knowing how to like minimize those timings is, you know, it's like in Radiant, that basically just leaves you, like, it leaves your neck open, as Exter would say. You're just leaving your neck open all the time. So what ends up happening is, okay, the enemy is gonna have a million opportunities to just, you know, counter you, punish you for leaving your neck open all the fucking time. So I don't know, like, why. Obviously, in this case, I think on Breeze, it's less, you know, on Breeze, there's less, like, cubbies to clear. So Breeze might be, you know, maybe you don't need as many lineups on Breeze compared to other maps, just because, like, there's so much open area. By default, your arrows, even if you wing them, should scan a lot. So, you know, maybe there's not as much of a need. But, you know, on some maps, there's so many corners, so many twists and turns. Like fucking, let me think, Split. You know, on Split, if you're playing Sky, if you're playing Sova, it's really difficult to, like, you know, get kind of complete info on areas of the maps, just because of how many things that can, like, happen. But yeah, I think that's it. And yeah, I just learned that you can turn off the AI voices. Those were really bad. Oh my god. Okay, I think I'm gonna play Battlefield now. I don't know.